Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host, the smoothest of fingers in the gaming industry. Ain't this a weird, awkward video? I mean, why am I making this so late? It is a patient review after all, except this one's a very, very patient review. I mean, I think I'm just going to put one very in it because it's only 2 months. You know, if I did a Doom Eternal one after all that time that I said I would review Doom Eternal, that would probably be a very, very patient review. But nonetheless, I wanted to get this up before Cyberpunk because, man, I have sunk my teeth into this game. And I told you guys I was going to play this game. It just took me longer than usual because I got caught up with other games, you know, the Cold War stuff, Apex Legends new season, or not new anymore, but new season at the time. And I kind of missed Ghostrunner, and I didn't want to buy Ghostrunner and it be one of them gimmicky just games that you play for a little bit because it's only $30, if you know what I mean. But to get right on into it, this is not one of them games. In fact, this is one of the funnest, most enjoyable experiences I've had in an action game probably in all my life. I really enjoy this game, and I still enjoy this game. I've been going back and playing it, playing a lot of the different levels. I haven't got to the last mission just yet, even though I am doing a review on it. I've already seen it, done it on console. I just haven't done it on PC. That's what I mean. I'm sorry if I got you confused right there. But I'm just saying that I have been enjoying this game a lot, and I've been playing it over and over and over again. And the number one thing that I want to talk to you guys about and tell you guys that it really impressed me and that I really enjoy about this game is the fact that this game has one of the best music and one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game. I mean, just the starting theme, the starting music, which you're probably hearing in the background of this video, is just, oh my, it's just orgasmic, man. It's amazing. You guys know I'm into this type of stuff where basically it's like cyberpunk-y type of theme. It's like electronic. I really do enjoy these type of music, this type of soundtrack, and this type of vibe, which this game fits really well for me. So what am I playing on right here and what are my specs? I played on GeForce Now because I was just testing out for Cyberpunk, but not all of the gameplay is GeForce Now. Some of this is just me playing on my PC, which ended up running way better. I mean, I have a good enough PC to be able to run this game, Cyberpunk, The Witcher 3. I have a good PC. I have a 1070 Ti and an i5-8400 with 16 gigs of RAM. Nothing too crazy, not the best PC in the world, but it definitely holds its own. I just was using GeForce Now because if you guys don't know by now, I'm trying to run Cyberpunk 2077 for stream and also get ray tracing on it. So I was just testing this out, seeing if it worked, at least for this game, which I had a little bit of issues, a little bit of complaints with it. It did have some stuttering, it did have some glitches, it did have some bugs, but again, what game doesn't? And I couldn't figure out if that was GeForce Now or just my PC because both did it. So it may have just been the game, or it could have been my PC, or it could have been GeForce Now. But either way, it didn't harm the experience of the game except for the initial startup and then when I had ray tracing enabled on GeForce Now, which ray tracing in this game doesn't even make a big difference whatsoever. Hopefully with Cyberpunk that'll change and we can notice a big difference. I'm a big fan of ray tracing and everything going on, not because of ray tracing or making the light look any better or worse. That's always a positive, of course, but just because it helps developers optimize and build better lighting and other things within the game from what I've studied and researched on it. So back to the game. What is the main premise of this game? So the story's not really the best. I mean, it's not some crazy out of this world story, but it does fit the theme of this game. You're never taken out of the action for cutscenes very often, if any. I don't think there was any other cutscenes other than the beginning when you first start up the game. You're never taken out of the action. It continues on this action, but you're still engaged in what's going on in this world. This world has a lot of lore that is offered there that you can really find out. And right here, if you guys are noticing that this is 30 FPS, I took this from Twitter on accident. I couldn't find this because I deleted it on accident, but this is one of my best level playthroughs. I mean, I absolutely killed it right here, even though I died like 20 times before I got to this, which is another thing I'll get to at the end of this video, or at least before this video ends. But the story is really good. It's not some Red Dead Redemption story. It's not some The Witcher 3 story, but it is a story that gets the job done and tells you about what the world and how the world is going and what got you to this point. You're just a ninja, or I guess you could say a Ghostrunner. I mean, a ninja, Ghostrunner, same damn thing at this point. And the whole time what you're trying to do is work up this tower, defeat enemies. And while you're trying to work up this tower and defeat enemies, you're realizing that this evil girl, again, I cannot remember the name of her for the life of me. If I do, if I fuck up, I'm sorry. I'm kind of making this off the dome because I made like 20 videos in the last 2 days. All right, give me a break. All right, but you're trying to work up this tower to defeat an evil woman who took over the architect's plan, and it's just a whole joyful ride. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I want you guys to see and go through it for yourself. I'm not going to give you a breakdown walkthrough of the story. I just think that's very cringe. I hate when people do that for me in the game. Just tell me the gameplay and let me play it. You know, I'm one of those gamers. I don't like spoilers at all. I just want to know if the game is good, how the gameplay works, and how the clips, or at least how the feel of the game within the clips that you're showing me are. So to wrap this up and kind of condense it a little bit, I really enjoyed the game. I think the game is fun, it's enjoyable. I know a lot of people on my channel enjoy Titanfall, and that's the best thing that I can compare this to, honestly, guys. It reminds me a lot of Titanfall. The smooth, fast-paced, wall running, action, adventure, jumpy, kind of twitchy gameplay is really good. And again, if you're a fan of the Titanfall series and you're looking for another game like Titanfall to play, or at least get ready for until Cyberpunk, or even if you're not getting Cyberpunk and you want a game to play because you enjoy wall running, fast-paced action, this is the game for you. I have a lot of fun playing it. I'll definitely come back and play this a lot. It really gave me some enjoyment, and it feels like there's a lot of replayability here, even for a $30 game, which, good lord, man, I mean, the $30 price tag on this game just makes it even more of a buy. I definitely recommend you guys going and picking this up, especially for those of you who are Titanfall fans on my channel. Again, I understand a lot of people who enjoy wall running and come to my channel, they love Titanfall. However, this game is hard, and I must put this disclaimer in there right now. If you're one of those people who are looking for an easy game that doesn't take a lot of skill and doesn't take a lot of time to master, please don't pick this game up. This game requires a lot of skill. It requires a lot of learning. It requires a lot of failure, but it requires a lot of, I mean, just diligence. But the reward that you get is second to none. It's almost like a Dark Souls feeling and a Demon Souls feeling. Even though I'm not very familiar with those games, I have played them just a little bit. Not my cup of tea, as you guys know how I am. And if you don't know, then you know that I'm a Christian. I don't really get into that type of stuff. It's not my cup of tea. That's all I gotta say. If you enjoy those games, go ahead. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying personally, I don't like getting into that stuff. But it does give me a Dark Souls type of feel from the moments that I have played Dark Souls and tried out Dark Souls, Demon Souls, stuff like that. The reward for this is amazing. You love it when you finally accomplish a mission, or beat a mission, or beat a level. It just gives you this rush of adrenaline that I haven't had since Titanfall, and I really enjoyed the game. Overall, I give this game an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 if I did decimals. I don't do decimals, so I'll just say an 8 out of 10. It could have been better if it had a better story, more cutscenes, but again, I'm not really too much bitching about it. For a $30 price tag, it's a solid game, and I definitely recommend you picking it up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this is a good video game? Will you be picking it up, or do you not like it and you think some areas can improve? As always, let me know. As always, critique my review of this game. It's your boy ZAZ. Bless up. As always, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.